How did ancient humans keep food from going bad? No fridge, no freezer, no plastic wrap. Just open air, flies, heat, and time. And yet they kept meat fresh for weeks, fish for months, and butter for 500 years. That last one is real. For 2 million years, humans solved one of the hardest problems in survival. How do you eat tomorrow when the kill was yesterday? The methods they invented were strange. Some were disgusting. Most were genius. Your fridge keeps food cold by pulling heat out of the air around it. Simple, reliable, 200 years old. Before that, nothing. Go back roughly 12,000 years to the Neolithic, the farming era, and people were already using at least 6 different ways to keep food from rotting. Go back further, 200,000 years of Homo sapiens. That's us, modern humans, and evidence of deliberate food preservation goes back almost that far. Blombos Cave in South Africa. Researchers found bones scraped clean and charred in specific patterns. That is not random. That is technique. Even Neanderthals, our extinct cousin, showed signs of caching food, hiding and storing it for later. Sites in Spain, France, and along the Jordan River Valley show storage pits lined with grass or clay, food wrapped in animal hides, grain sealed in ceramic pots. This was not accidental. This was food science. Rough, smelly, occasionally deadly. But science. The first tool was fire. Smoking meat works because smoke is full of chemicals that bacteria hate. Phenols, aldehydes, the toxic byproducts of burning wood, coat the surface of the meat and block microbial growth. Combined with the heat drying out the surface, smoked meat could last weeks without spoiling. Evidence of smoking shows up at sites in Germany and Denmark dating back over 7,000 years. The second method was salt. Salt pulls water out of food through osmosis. Basically, it sucks the food dry. Without moisture, bacteria can't survive. Ancient salt mines in Austria, Hallstatt, roughly 5,000 years old, show salted meat and fish stored in wooden barrels. Salt was so valuable it was used as currency. The third method was cold. Paleolithic hunter-gatherers, old Stone Age hunters and gatherers buried food in permafrost, permanently frozen ground in Siberia, Alaska, and northern Canada. Natural refrigerators, zero energy cost. By around 1000 BC in ancient China and Mesopotamia, people built ice houses, pits packed with winter ice and sealed with straw that kept food cold through the summer. The fourth method was fermentation. Fermentation lets controlled bacteria and yeast transform food, making it acidic enough that harmful bacteria can't survive. Evidence of fermented fish paste in Scandinavia goes back 9,200 years. Fermented grain, early beer, shows up in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. The fifth method was drying. Strip the food thin, hang it in wind and sun, and moisture drops below the level bacteria need to grow. This is still pemmican, jerky, and biltong today. Native American and Inuit peoples dried meat and fat together into dense cakes that provided thousands of calories per pound and lasted months in cold climates. And the sixth method, arguably the most creative, was bog burial. Peat bogs are cold, oxygen poor, and packed with natural tannins, preservation chemicals. Drop your food in and it essentially stops in time. Here is where it gets genuinely strange. In Ireland, Denmark, and Scotland, archaeologists keep digging up lumps of bog butter. Some of it is over 5,000 years old. One famous lump found in Ireland in 2013 weighed over 100 pounds and was estimated to be around 2,000 years old. Researchers who tasted it described it as waxy, with a strong smell and a taste like ancient cheese. The bog worked. 2,000 years later, it was still technically food, but bog butter is not the wildest ancient preservation story. That honor goes to hakol, Greenlandic shark meat, fermented underground for up to 6 months, then hung to dry for another 5 months. Fresh Greenlandic shark meat is toxic to humans. It contains uric acid, essentially preserved ammonia, at levels that would poison you. The fermentation process, the controlled rotting, breaks down those toxins and makes the shark safe to eat. It smells like a toilet. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay tried it on camera and gagged. Ancient Icelanders ate it as a staple. This is what survival does to your palate. Now here is the part that should actually make you pause. Almost every food preservation method alive today was invented before writing existed. Cheese, pickles, wine, salami, sourdough. Your favorite foods exist because ancient humans were desperate not to starve. The best cuisine in the world grew out of the oldest emergency. Your fridge does something ancient humans never could. It slows time for food, but the food inside it, cheese, pickles, salami, sourdough, wine, ancient humans made all of those without chemistry degrees, without laboratories, without knowing what bacteria even were. They just noticed what worked, passed it down, refined it across 10,000 generations. The next time you slice some aged cheddar or crack open a cold beer, you are eating someone's emergency plan from 10,000 years ago. Flavor, it turns out, is just survival that got delicious.